have heard this famous quote which says success leaves clue, and whenever somebody becomes successful, there are certain actionable steps that that person has taken over a period of time which led to that person's success. And the good news is that everybody can identify those steps and can replicate them, and then they can experience success in their life as well. So this video is going to be just about that. Hi everyone, my name is Jyoti Dogra. I'm an astro palmist and a mindset manifestation coach, and this is my first video format video on YouTube. And today I'm going to teach you 10 traits of successful people, something that I learned from my millionaire and multi-millionaire mentors, and then I replicated them in my life, and it took me from making 25K per month as a lecturer job. I was doing that in 2017 to now multiple 6 figures per month and 8 figures per year. So yeah, let's just get into this topic. First trait of successful people is that they do not have this attitude that they know it all, or they are the smartest person in the room. They always try to surround themselves with people who can teach them to become, better version of themselves, and they are continuously growing and learning, and they do not have a rigid mindset that something can work only in a certain way, and if it doesn't work in that way, then it means that it's never going to work. For example, you will always see that middle class people or poor people have this very rigid mindset, and they always feel that if, let's say, you want to become rich in your life, you can only do it if you come from wealth. So if you're not born rich, it means that you will not become rich. Or if you have to be successful in life, then there are only certain ways in which you can do that. For example, you can become a doctor or an engineer, or if you're a businessman, then only you can do it. You can't be an artist and be like super successful. Like, some people also have that kind of a mindset. Some people also believe that in order to be successful, you need to cheat others, because if you try to work in the right way, then you cannot be successful. Like, these are all the examples of rigid mindset. So whenever you have these kind of thought process and this kind of a mindset, then what are you doing? You're actually limiting yourself, and you're like standing in your own way of success, and that's like super unhealthy for your growth. So the first thing is that you don't have to be rigid, and do not have this attitude of I know it all. If you can get an opportunity to learn from someone and grow in your life, you always need to take that opportunity, right? So do not try to become the smartest person in the room. If you ever feel that you are the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room. Yeah, so that's that. Second very important trait that you will see in successful people is that they will always follow through on their words. So if they say something to you, they will do it, and if they cannot deliver something to you, they will not say it in the first place. The thing is that if you keep on making false promises to people that I'm going to do this for you, that for you, and then when you fall short, you actually create this kind of a scenario where somebody is not going to trust you for the next time. So you can always, like my dad says this one thing, and like I'm sure he must have heard this as well from someone, that you can only make a fool of someone once in your life. You cannot fool that person twice. So if you make a fool of somebody once, then the next time you obviously cannot make a fool of them, and that person is going to go and tell 10 other people to not deal with you because you cannot be trusted. So you do not want to create that kind of an image for yourself if you want to be in the game for a longer run. And obviously when you want to be successful, you need to connect with people, you need to form associations and like be partners, and you can only grow in life when you collaborate with other people, and you need support for that, right? But if you create this kind of an image for yourself where people cannot trust you, then you cannot grow. The next very, very important trait of successful people is that they take radical responsibility of both success and failure in their life. So there is no blame games, there is no cribbing, there is no complaining. If they win in their life, they are responsible for that, and if they lose in their life, they are also equally responsible for that. They will not talk in terms of this thing happened to me, that person did this to me, I could not do it because of ABC. When you have this kind of a mindset and you keep on operating from this thing, that things happen to me, other people do something to me, then what are you actually telling yourself? You're actually telling yourself that you are not in control of your life. Your brain is actually controlling you. You are not controlling your brain controls you. You are not controlling the circumstances in your life, but other people control you. And when you keep on telling yourself this one thing, then you're telling yourself, your mind, that my life is not in my control, and that there is very little to nothing that I can do about my life and my goals and my ambitions, and I cannot make things happen. Do you want to live a life like that? I'm sure you don't. So this is why, if you want to be successful, you always need to talk in terms of, this is what I want, and then what can I do about it? And then take that action. So the next trait of successful people is that they are very curious in their life and they ask questions. They constantly ask questions and they are constantly trying to find answers in their life. And let me give you an example. So there are two types of questions that you can ask yourself whenever you face a situation. One is good quality question and the other is bad quality question. Now, what do I mean by that? So let's say you are stuck in a situation and you've tried everything and there seems to be no way in which you can get out of that situation. So when somebody has a rigid mindset or a lack mindset, they will ask themselves all the bad quality questions. Things like, why do I keep on getting stuck here? Why am I so unlucky? Why am I cursed in life? Everybody is getting ahead of me, and why am I not getting successful, and stuff like that. So these are all victim mindset questions and bad quality questions. But the good quality questions, on the other hand, is when you can ask yourself that if I'm getting stuck in this particular situation, then what is the lesson that I'm missing? Like, what do I need to release in order to be successful? What patterns do I need to change in my life so that I can release myself from this stagnant energy? What skills can I learn in my life so that I can grow in my life? How can I hire a good quality mentor who can teach me to grow from this particular situation? So you see, these are all growth-oriented questions. These are all high-quality questions. They do not put you in a victim mindset. Rather, they bring that power back to you. And it is actually giving you an opportunity to think about that situation and find an answer which can actually release you from the stagnation and can take you to the next level, right? So if you want to be successful in life, be curious and keep asking yourself questions. And the next thing, which is very important, is that sometimes you may find an answer to your question immediately. So if you ask yourself that what is the next thing that I need to do here in this particular situation to go to the next level, and you may sometimes immediately get an answer and then you can start working on that. But many a times the situation might be such that you do not get an immediate answer. And then again, do not get stuck into that loop, because if you do not find an answer to a particular situation immediately, you may find an answer later on. And your intuition will speak to you maybe in shower, or maybe you went for a trekking and then you are like spending time with your friends or family, you're trekking, you're going to that mountaintop or whatever, and then you reach the mountaintop and then suddenly you get an intuition like, holy shit, that situation that I was stuck in, I think that can be done in this way. So your intuition can actually speak to you at any time. So you need to ask yourself questions, you need to be curious, but you also need to be comfortable in not knowing the answer immediately and giving it some time. The next trait of successful people is that you should be humble in your life, and you should be humble about your growth and your success. Do not attach your self-worth to how beautiful you are, or how intelligent you are, or how much money do you make, or how many people follow you on social media, and all of that, and how many celebrity clients do you have and stuff like that, because these things are not something which is going to stay forever, and it can be taken away from you any day. And if you attach your self-worth to these things, then you are going to fall flat on your face, and then it's going to be very difficult for you to start from the scratch. But when you do not attach your self-worth to these things, and you're humble and you're in your own lane, and you focus on your own learnings, and you keep on growing slowly and steadily, without being arrogant, then even if you fail in your life and you have to start from zero, you will have no problem doing it, and you can always do it. So yeah, one thing that you need to learn in your life is to be humble. And I have no shame in accepting this, that when I was growing in my journey, I had a arrogance to me. I did have it, and I have experienced a lot of ups and downs, and I have fallen flat on my face a lot of times. But the good thing is that I am coachable. So yes, I did have that arrogance to me, but like life has definitely humbled me, and I won't say that I'm like 100% humble even now, but yes, it's like a work in progress, and I think I'm just doing better with each day. So the next trait of successful people is that they never look down on people who are just starting out or who might not know things that they know, because anybody who has started their journey from zero and they have grown in their life, they know the hustle, and they know that nobody knows everything right from the time they came into this world. Everybody learns in their journey and grows in life. So there is nothing wrong in not knowing things. You will never see a millionaire who has become a millionaire by their own efforts laughing on someone who's just starting out. You will never see somebody with 1 million followers on YouTube laughing at somebody with 10 subscribers, because they know that they started their journey just like that, right? So when you are self-made and you have really put that hard work in the process, you will never laugh at somebody who's starting out, and you will never really mock somebody. So that is another thing. And obviously this also makes you a good human, and when you are a good human, other people want to collaborate with you and they want to support you in your journey, and you just gain a lot of support from other people who just want to see you just as much successful as you want to see yourself, and that's always a win. But when you are an asshole and you're just putting people down, that's not a good thing, and then you will constantly be faced with criticism and people trying to pull you down and all of that. So yeah, try to be the best version, basically. Another very important trait of successful people is that they take action in their life, and they take action consistently in their life. I've seen this with a lot of people, that they get stuck in their life, and when we ask them that, why you are not able to move ahead and why are you not doing something about your situation, they say that I don't have the clarity, I don't know where to start from, I don't know what to do. And people think that first they will get that clarity, like the whole roadmap, they will first get it in their head and then they will start doing something. But actually the opposite is true. First you take that action, and then when you keep on taking action, you keep on getting clarity and you keep on making that path for yourself. Because if you just wait for that clarity without doing anything, honey, you are going to be stuck forever. Like when I was in my college and I made my first YouTube video, I had no clue that this is something which I am going to do forever. And how will I manage it? How will I make videos? Where will I get the good quality equipments from? My first video was literally on my laptop's webcam. The quality was so bad, the audio was really bad, and I had no clue how am I going to become an occultist, and how will I set up a business, and then how will I figure out the taxes and everything. But I just started where I was and with whatever I had, and today I have a full-fledged business running. I have a team that manages stuff for me, and today here I am again making a video teaching you people about my learnings and all the mindset shifts that I've done in last 1 decade, and just teaching you. So just imagine if I thought 10 years ago that how will I have everything figured out, and until or unless I have everything figured out, I'm not going to start, I wouldn't be here today. Right? So if you are trying to figure out if something is going to work for you or not, the only way you can do that is by doing it. Until unless you do it, you will not know, right? So just feed this in your brain. Action brings clarity. Consistent action brings consistent clarity in your life, and that's exactly what you need to do. So ask good quality questions to yourself, and then when you get those nudges, those intuitive nudges as to what needs to be done, do it. Take that smallest step, and then the whole roadmap will be revealed to you in the course of your action. The next trait that I'm about to tell you is something which was very challenging for me, because when you grow up in lack, when you grow up in middle class, then you are constantly taught that money is scarce, or opportunities come with a lot of difficulty. If somebody has a lot of money, then it just means that you will not have as much, because there is only limited money going around in the world and stuff like that. So I actually grew up in a very lack kind of an environment. So having an abundant mindset was something which was very difficult for me. But if you want to be successful in life, you need to have an abundant mindset, and you need to know that there is more than enough for everybody. And just because somebody has a lot doesn't mean that you will have less, or just because somebody has it doesn't mean that you cannot have it. When you want something in your life and you don't have it yet, but like let's say somebody on the internet that you see has that, or maybe your friend has that, or maybe somebody in your family get that thing before you, it is just a proof that even you can have it, and universe is abundant, and that person has it, which is a proof that even you can have it, because they are also a human, and if they can do it, then so can you. So this is something. And never really compare your life with other people. The thing is, when you compete with other people and you compare your life with other people, you get yourself into that lack mindset. You cannot see opportunities in life, because you're so focused on that scarcity mindset. But when you see other people with things that you want for yourself, and you see them as a proof of abundance, and you have an abundant mindset, then you will just keep on looking at opportunities, because you know that if it is possible for them, then it's possible for me. If that person could make it happen, then how can I make it happen? And when you ask such questions to yourself and you look for answers, guess what? You will find that answer. But if you tell yourself that just because that person has it, it means that I cannot have it, then guess what? You will not have it. Next, very, very important thing is to be vulnerable. In this age of social media where people are trying to pretend and being fake and renting all these luxurious cars and posting pictures to get those likes and comments, I tell you and I challenge you to be authentic and be vulnerable, because there is so much magic in that. When you try to fake, when you try to pretend, your energy is completely different, and people can actually make out that about you. Like, even though you may think that you are fooling a lot of people and nobody is able to understand, the thing is, people can make out. And the truth cannot be hidden for a very long time. That's a fact. So sooner or later, you will be exposed. And when you're exposed and you have a downfall, that's going to be more challenging. But when you're vulnerable, when you're authentic, when you openly accept things that you don't know, if you're not good at something, you say, I don't know that. You're not trying to fake anything. You're not trying to impress anybody. A lot of people can actually connect with you. And this is something which you will also see with one of the, there are so many people in the world with this trait, but let me just give you an example of Diljit Dosanjh. So you will see that he constantly says that he's not very good with English or Hindi. And he's a Punjabi singer, but now he's worldwide, very, very popular shows, sold out. And people, when you will see people in his comment section, and in general also, you will see people will always tell that they really like him for his innocence and his reality, that he doesn't try to fake, that he doesn't try to be something that he's not. And that is something which is actually very magnetic. A lot of people are able to connect with him. And that actually brings in real connections in this world. And you get connected with real people who want to support you in your journey, right? But when you're trying to fake it, and when you're trying to impress other people, and you're trying to mask, then there are also people, I don't want to name names here, they get exposed. And then all their success comes down crashing one day. So there is so much strength in being vulnerable and being authentic. So if you want to be successful and you want to be here in the long run, then be authentic, be vulnerable. And this brings us towards the end of this video, and the last trait that I want to discuss today of successful people that I've learned from my mentors is that they are very, very grateful for their problems. Anytime they are faced with a problem, they don't think that this is the end of the world, because problems actually give you an opportunity to learn, and grow from your current level, you know. So like right now you are at a certain level in your life and there are certain problems that you handle on day-to-day basis, but let's say tomorrow you get a bigger problem in a life. It's actually an opportunity for you to grow out of your current level and master that thing so that you can pivot to the next level, right? And there is this beautiful sentence that my mentor says. I'm not sure if it's his or even he learned it from somewhere, but yeah, this is really beautiful. I want to tell to you exactly in his words, and this is gonna stick with you. So it is that in life you only grow to the level of problems that you can handle. So when you handle bigger problems in your life, that's actually a sign that you're growing. And with each level that you grow in your life, you will be handling bigger and bigger problems. So be grateful for your problems. They are not here to destroy you, they are here to take you out from your current level to the next level. About today's video, and I really hope that you learned something from today's video. And what do you guys want to learn from me next or want me to share next? And please let me know in the comments, and also let me know how did this video help you, and also share it with your friends who want to be successful in life as well. And let this be a mindset shift for them, because sharing is caring. So please share it, go ahead. This is an abundant world and everybody deserves to be successful. So yeah, share it with your friends, your family, and let me know in the comments what you want to hear from me next. And I will hopefully see you next week. Bye.